You are now running wild with the most underrated wrestling podcast in the world, WellsMania Podcast. And yes, I am your host, WellsMania, a.k.a. the Kyle Wells, a.k.a. WellsMania. And I am holding up right here official Matthew Hovey artwork that he painted for me and gave to me at Squared Circle Expo VI. And this is episode 210 of WellsMania Podcast, where we are the IWC. See what I did there? God, this is why I'm so underrated, because I come up with all these really cool, creative, and clever ideas that just totally fly under the radar. But yes, IWCC stands for Indiana Wrestling Content Creators, and you all loved last episode so much that I have brought back a few familiar faces, but some new faces from the Indiana Wrestling Content Creator state, the great state of Indiana. Now let's bring up some familiar faces here. We've got Stone Payne Productions, we've got Pluggo, and out of nowhere from the top rope, we've got Howse. What's up, Indiana Wrestling Content Creators?
Nothing much, man. Just chilling.
What is
real
up?
Quick.
What's up?
I heard a rumor that the guy who painted that you made cry.
Dude, I heard that too, but I don't know if that's is that accurate? Is that true?
Yeah, well, yes, unfortunately.
Look how awesome.
Why would you make somebody cry?
I don't know. Peyton said that I made someone cry, but I don't remember making anybody cry. So
I have a question.
Why did somebody cry, WellsMania? What are you doing, bro?
I mean,
God, I have no idea. I think Peyton's making it up.
The luchador
Hey, come
at
on,
the costume contest.
Pluggo, what's your question, brother?
so you know how to get SNL? They have the 5-timers club to get a 5-timers jacket. I'm getting close to 5 times on the WellsMania podcast. Is there a jacket or is there some kind of memento?
This is number 2 for me.
I'm at like 500. There's nothing.
You're like the co-host. This is like I'm talking like guests.
Well, Peyton used to be the world's greatest co-host, but then he spun off on Stone Payne Productions. So Peyton's no longer considered the co-host. He is now a special guest.
Maybe it's maybe that's what it should be. It should be the Stone Payne Memorial Jacket.
Memorial jacket.
You know
he's
what I mean?
Right there. He's still alive.
But like in co-hosting worlds, he's still alive.
There is an award that I do hand out at the end of each year, and it's the Wells Maniac of the Year. And
I lost
Axe. Because the last few years you've given like 17 people the award in the same year.
I think last year I gave 5 people the award in honor of John Cena, who was one of the recipients of the award. The 5 knuckle shuffle. See what I did there?
He can give it out to 500 people as long as I'm one of them. I will rep that proudly. I'll be like, hell yeah.
Howse and Pluggo, you two are spoiler alert here in the month of April. You two are already going to be recipients of the award. So
it's not that hard to win this award.
Speech.
But there is something that I plan on doing for the first time, because normally I just shout out people on future episodes of WellsMania Podcast, have them come on, have them become a part of the WellsMania Podcast. I have a partnership with Trophy Smack, and they created this WellsMania Podcast chain for me. So what I'm thinking about doing is having them possibly create a Wells Maniac of the Year award chain, and then I start giving those out to the winners. Would that be something? Ooh. I don't know. Is that something that a Wells Maniac would want to wear?
I would think so. I would think
we shall see.
If you're Wells Maniac enough, you'll rock anything.
Now, fellas, we started this episode a little early, and not all of the guests have arrived yet. But my wife has challenged me. She does not think that I can knock out an episode of WellsMania Podcast in under an hour.
I agree with her.
We can do it.
I think so too, Kyle. I think so too.
Got it.
So
I like the challenge.
challenge accepted. And I told her right before I hit record, I told her and my son, I will see you both at 6 o'clock.
We're doing it. We're going to make sure.
She goes, okay, see you at 7:30. So, listen, my wife is a heel. My
wife of a podcaster.
heel. But there is somebody who is now backstage in gorilla position. And you know what? He's actually one of the main reasons why we all unite. It is the co-promoter of
Ed. Oh, yes.
Ed Gonzales, the one and only Ed Goatzales,
Yes.
who looks so
The
refreshed, so good from another successful Squared Circle Expo.
Finally took a nap.
Are the looks deceiving, Ed? How tired are you still?
Brother, listen. I might be at 12%. Like
Only
dude,
12?
listen.
I don't blame him, man.
My watch, okay? The watch, you wear the watch, smartwatch, tells you how much you've walked and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
You know that, right?
I'm familiar with it.
Yes, you're familiar with it. So the Thursday before Squared Circle Expo to the Sunday, the day after Squared Circle Expo, in those 4 days, that's it, 4 days, I walked over 40 miles. 40.
Unbelievable.
God.
All right.
Oh my
Now, let me
God.
tell you a story.
A lot of
This
calories
body
burned.
was not built for 40 miles in a decade,
Definitely.
let alone 40 miles in a weekend.
Wow.
He said a decade.
Well, Ed, I think I can speak on behalf of all of us. We are all proud of you for accomplishing this milestone moment in your life,
Oh, man.
hitting 40 miles in 4 days. But dude, was it worth it? Was it worth it?
Brother, it was worth it. It was 100. And every year, this is our sixth one. Every year, I go, I don't know how I'm gonna do it again. And then we do it, and then I feel like the ran over bag of assholes, just hammered bag of assholes, and
There's a sound clip right there.
That's a good one.
And then, a few days later, after the body recovers, I sleep for almost 24 hours straight. I'm like, it was worth it. It was worth
Go
it.
into hibernation.
Bro,
Yeah.
you ain't kidding. You ain't ever told a lie.
I'm
I am
glad that
telling
you woke up in time for this episode. And we do have our final two guests, and it's kind of fitting because
We got
both
more.
of these, we've got two more. Both of these guys are making their WellsMania podcast debut. It's been a long time coming, just like Con. Con made his debut on WellsMania Podcast last episode.
Great episode.
It was one of the all-timers, in my opinion. So let's welcome to WellsMania Podcast. We got Bryan Asbury from Developmentally
Oh, my
Speaking.
God.
Hello.
And
Oh, that's
we
my
got-
guy.
Wait a second.
Thank you.
It's not
What's
letting
good?
me bring him up. It says that the studio is limited to 6 people on screen. Are you kidding me?
Well, hey
Well,
guys,
you
I'll be
gotta
honest.
Get us out, brother. You got to rotate us
I'm just gonna come on here, tell you how much I love you. I'll dip out. We'll let the other guy come on. All of you. Con, we ain't got you a spot yet. Pluggo, we ain't got you a spot yet. But we got Bryan a spot. We got Payton a spot. We got Wells a spot. There may be some more spots opening up, and you guys all put in tremendous work with Squared Circle Expo. I cannot be thankful enough to all of you. Not and even just beyond anybody buying a ticket. Obviously, I appreciate them greatly, but you guys didn't really have any skin in the game. None of you did, and you guys came along. You worked your asses off, and I appreciate each and every one of you guys.
It's
Appreciate
because
you.
we love you,
I
and we
appreciate
love
you.
This
But
might
I'm
be-
already looking forward to next year, me and Con.
Man, it was one
Let's
of the
not
best
talk about next year
experiences
yet.
of
My
life.
blood
Not yet, not yet.
deal with this year.
Give me another
Uh,
month.
Deal.
But yeah, guys, I don't want to take up time from all the podcasters. Guys, just know I love you. Everything's awesome. You guys are all awesome. Maybe we'll do another one leading up because I want to keep active throughout the year. I just don't.
Yes.
I'm going to try really hard. I'm going to try really hard this year not to go silent between shows for 6 months.
But we don't knock you if you want the rest, brother. We
No,
understand.
but we're going to try real hard to stay current. I got some indie shows I'm going to be going to here soon, just to spread the gospel and all that good stuff. But just know, Squared Circle Expo VI was our biggest show to date, and you guys all helped put it together. So,
Ed,
I thank you guys.
Real quick,
Yes,
before we let you go back into hibernation, thank you. I didn't get a chance to say this to your face, but thank you for getting me booked in Batavia.
Batavia.
You still ain't getting it right. Damn it, Wells.
Listen, yeah, I had one job before this episode. It was not to botch the city of Batavia.
There you go.
Wells.
And you know what? You might
Ohio.
even see my smiling face there. Just a lot less stressful than the last time you see my face.
Well, it's May 1st, so you have a few weeks.
Yeah.
I will wake you up when April ends. How about that, Green Day? Ed, we love you, man. Thank you so much, and we'll be in touch. All of us will be in touch with you.
Yes,
All right, guys. So who's on deck? Who's in the gorilla?
We got DC Hendrix and Gorilla right now.
DC. Hey, brother, I appreciate you as well. I don't know if you can hear me when you're in gorilla or not,
He can.
Again, all you guys, all 6 of you guys, thank you so much for your work. Kyle, Peyton, you guys kill it on our costume and promo contest, which we're gonna put more effort in this coming year. I got ideas.
Yeah, I'm excited.
And then Brian, thank you so much for handling that panel. You and Les,
Panel was dope.
it was awesome. Pluggo, Con, I just appreciate you guys being there. And like I said, we're gonna find you guys some spots too.
Yes, sir.
I got a dad joke before
we'll make it.
you go.
We'll kill it for you too, right,
Yes,
Con?
sir. Yes, sir.
That's right.
Here's the dad joke. This is something I bought at Squared Circle Expo. Ed, I guess you could say we nailed it.
Yeah, you had to end it on that one, didn't you? You had to end it on that one.
Look, Howse is
Good night,
leaving.
everybody. Good night, everybody.
I was about to leave. I was about to just go. I got the PlayStation right over there. I was just about to go play PlayStation because I'm like,
All right, fellas. Well, hey, thanks so
Shout out to
much. And
Nails.
thanks for putting the show over. Thanks for putting me over.
Book
And
Nails next
we'll
year.
do this again, Wells. Or Con, any of you guys. I'm game.
yes, sir.
Just
Let's
you
get
hit
it.
me up.
Thank you, Ed.
All right,
Appreciate
guys.
it.
Take care.
We'll see you.
See ya.
I don't think Ed liked my dad joke.
Nobody
there.
did.
I almost left.
Now, let's bring in the judge. Let's bring in the judge and see what
The
he thinks.
deciding factor.
Judge DC Hendrix was.
What up, everybody?
You're a dad.
you
You're a
almost,
dad. Was that a
you
good dad
almost lost
joke?
me too, brother. You almost
Well,
lost me too, brother.
Yeah.
Good answer, DC. Because as much as I have you on, I can take you right off. No,
That's right. That's right. Indiana in the building. What's up, everybody? I know a couple of you already, but
this
my
is
name
the
is DC Hendrix. Pleasure to meet y'all.
This is the IWCC. And we took over Squared Circle Expo in DC. No, man, it is a pleasure for you to take the time. All of you are busy. So thank you all for taking the time to come run wild on my little podcast that I don't know why or how, but people made me feel like I was Chris Van Vliet at Squared Circle Expo. It was insane how many people came up to me. I'd
Hell yeah.
never received that much love before at Squared Circle Expo. So I think all of you out there who came up to me at Squared Circle Expo, 1, knew who I was, 2, wanted a picture with me, 3, even asked for my advice, and 4, some of you asked for my autograph, which you're insane. It's not worth a damn thing.
I need.
I
proof
know.
of
I
that.
tried to pawn it the other day, and dude was like, "You got to give me money, brother."
Right. WellsMania, what the hell is that? But no, let's just this is a little. Peyton was like, "How are we gonna manage all these guests?" And I was like, "I don't know. We'll just see how it goes." So if you want to chime in with whatever, the platform is open. That say whatever you what do you want to talk about, Squared Circle Expo, but I do want to ask the first timers, Pluggo and Con, because DC, you told me that this was your second. Bryan, I know you've been to several in the past before. So Pluggo and Con, for first timers, how was your guys' rookie Squared Circle Expo experience?
Man, listen, that was my first time doing anything like that. Well, not really my first time. I kind of lightweighted, done some stuff with like Heroes and Legends back in the day and whatnot, like back in 2019, but nothing to like this level. So to go in there and see how everything was operating, and like, especially when you put out content the way I put out content, which I do like 4 shows a week, podcasting and whatnot. And then we do, you know, we do some short form stuff for like reels, and we're starting to get into shorts and stuff like that. You go in there thinking that you're going to have a plan, and then you get caught up in the mess, and then you just got to flow. And like, as somebody who is used to working in madness, bro, I just flowed, and it was an amazing experience. I really enjoyed it. Met a lot of good people and connected with a lot of awesome people. Connected with a lot of you cats I got a chance to meet for the first time. And look what we're doing now. Like, now we have like a coalition of like Indiana wrestling content creators. We could all help each other. We could all flow with each other and help each other gain followers. And to me, that's what it should be about, is the brotherhood, the coalition, helping each other out and making the wrestling media world, especially right here in Indiana, bigger.
Yeah. I couldn't agree more, man. And that's why, you know, this has been an idea, and y'all love this, that's been running wild throughout my Hoosier Dome for quite a while. And shout out to WrestleMania 8. We just celebrated the 34th anniversary of WrestleMania 8. And yes, I was a 5-year-old boy at WrestleMania. Just to put it in perspective, that's how long it's been since WrestleMania has ran wild in our home state of Indiana. So we know that it's coming. We just don't know when yet, but we know it's coming. And I'll be in my 40s officially when it does get here. So good God Almighty, from 5-year-old WellsMania who had a spiked mullet running wild at the Hoosier Dome, brother, to running wild bald head now with my baby boy and my dad, who Lord willing is still with us. And we'll be doing it in Lucas Oil Stadium. So what an upgrade from Hoosier Dome to Lucas Oil Stadium it will be when WrestleMania, and all of you, I hope all of you get an opportunity to go to WrestleMania, not just here in Indy. I know, Peyton, you've been to several. Has everybody else been to a WrestleMania?
Not me. Nope.
So Bryan, which one did you go to?
My first one was 28.
Ooh, I was there.
30, and then 39. I think those are the 3 that I've been to.
That's tight.
You got 3 under your belt. I've got 5 under mine. I think Peyton's been to 6.
6.
Wow.
Next weekend we'll make 7.
Woo!
Oh, big.
I got to do it. I got to do it. 6, 7.
There you go.
Man, this might be the cringiest I've ever been on my own show. I'm gonna see myself
just
out.
when you think there's not enough water in the pool, he figures out a way to take a little bit more now.
Well, you know, my last name is Wells for a reason, baby. That was a water joke right there. For those who didn't get that, it was a water pun. So Con, Pluggo, and DC Hendrix, none of you have been to WrestleMania.
No, sir.
No.
We got to change that.
You gotta
we
go.
have got to change that. All 3 of you need to go together.
It's not happening this year.
No.
Ain't no way.
He's like, ain't no
way. I've seen the
can't do
prices.
it.
You ain't happy.
Trust me, I've been trying.
The prices come down a little bit.
I've been trying to talk my wife into running it back because we were there last year. We got married out in Vegas. We went to WrestleMania. However, we didn't have a kid last year. We have a kid now, and well, when you have a kid, you dads know the game done change. You know, you can't. That's why Peyton, the luckiest one out of all of us, he can just go wherever, whenever, and not have to worry about anything.
I think you should all go to Saudi next year. That'll be cheap.
Yeah, right.
Technically, hey, you can get like front row seats for like $300 there. So you know,
Holy hell.
Brother, I don't even own a passport.
Right. I was gonna say, how much is a passport?
Yeah, the
Probably
passport's
I think they're like,
ticket.
I think they're like $250.
Wow.
I've looked into it at one point or another because my folks out of Edmonton always asking me to go up there, and I'm just like, I don't have a passport. That seems like it's expensive. And they're like $250, and they take a while to get too.
Yeah.
I also wouldn't want my first WrestleMania to be in Saudi.
No, I wouldn't want my first WrestleMania to be in Saudi either.
No, I'm
Yeah,
good on
that would be an interesting place to make your debut.
Yeah.
Oh, where was your DC Hendrix? Where was your first WrestleMania? I'd rather not. I'd rather not.
Don't even want to discuss.
Redacted.
Well, hopefully, if I'm looking into the future, so we know for a fact that WrestleMania next year is in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
2027. 2028. Where do you guys think that WrestleMania will be?
Nashville.
Nashville.
Because that was supposed to be next year.
I was gonna say we had quite a few supposed tos. WrestleMania was supposed to be in New Orleans this year.
I'd go to Nashville.
I would go to Nashville.
So would LeBron James.
Not Memphis.
Not Memphis. He'll go to Nashville though.
Yeah. Apparently, LeBron James hates Nashville and Memphis and Milwaukee.
Yeah.
So he doesn't like the Ope three-way guys up there in Milwaukee. Okay. I'll have to ask.
I'd go to Nashville for WrestleMania. Yeah. I'd make that trip.
I'd for sure go to Nashville.
Well, I don't know if you guys know this. Some of you do, but I'm a diehard Tennessee Titans fan. So
I do know that.
I would love to go to the new Titans Stadium. I've been monitoring it ever since I heard that they were building it. I've been watching all the sky cam footage, and it's coming along really nice. And yeah, I mean, 2028, Nashville, Tennessee. I'd run wild there with you guys. That'd be a lot of fun.
That'd be fire.
And then
the only advice I would give for going to WrestleMania is don't make an itinerary because it's never going to happen.
Yeah,
it's never going to happen.
That's solid advice.
It's like what Khan said. It's like what Khan said about Squared Circle Expo. You go into it with a plan, but once you're there, everything just changes. You go with the flow.
Yep.
We are on the road to WrestleMania. I believe out of all of us, Peyton is the only one that will be there. So, Peyton, make sure you run wild on behalf of the IWCC. What do you guys think of the nickname? The IWCC.
I love it. I'm waiting for the shirts.
Keep it. I think we need shirts.
We do need shirts.
I love it.
Yeah.
We need a really cool Indiana inspired shirt. So if
we're the crossroads of wrestling content.
I like that.
Ooh,
I like that.
Hold on, wait a minute. You might be cooking.
Yeah, I like that.
You might be cooking
Every
now.
once in a while, I have a good idea. I had a nap before this show, so I'm firing it all.
All right. He's recharged. All right now.
Naps are key. Naps are key.
Got home from work and took a nap.
Yeah, that's what Pluggo said. He goes, "I'm well rested for this episode of WellsMania."
Buddy.
Me, I'm like going on hardly any sleep. That's what happens, my 5-month-old boy. Sometimes he wants to sleep through the night. Sometimes he wants to wake up every 10 minutes and not sleep through the night.
No,
I don't miss those days.
I know.
I don't miss those days.
Yeah.
You're almost there, though. You're almost there.
Around
like 7 months, they start to get it.
Okay, a couple more months. What's up, Peyton?
I was going to say the other Indiana creator who is not here will also be in Vegas. We know Wheezy will be there.
Oh,
yes. Yes. Now, I reached out to Wheezy, and she's very busy tonight. She's unavailable to make it, or else she would be here running wild with us. But then I found out that only 6. I don't have the Pluggo Between Two Beards premium StreamYard package. I need to.
Neither do I. That's Love Wrestling, so I don't have any.
So that's the key. Is I got to find somebody to sponsor my StreamYard so I can get off the basic package. Okay. Peyton, yes, I'm sorry.
I was going to say whether I'll be able to find her in Vegas is another question. I could barely find her at Squared Circle Expo, and that was like 3 rooms. So,
dude, where's Wheezy? Where's Wheezy is a real game. It's a real game.
It is.
I got real lucky early in the game and ran right into her and just knocked out the content right there. So I was like, that's shot,
smart.
Wheezy. I know you're going to be disappearing. I was disappearing. It was crazy. So we made it work.
You know, you did something that I should have done with Bryan, because I saw Bryan, like, I lost track how many times I saw you, and every time I saw you, I said, "Oh, the next time I see you, we'll get a picture, we'll do content." And I really apologize because we didn't do either one, and that falls on me, brother. I apologize.
No need. That the weekend is so busy, and I was looking after Les Thatcher for a little bit, and he wanted to do stuff, and I'm like, Les, it's not. You're not. It won't be like. You won't be able to, and he understood, and he had a good time, but it was just busy for everyone because you don't stay in one spot for very long at all.
No, and so Peyton and I got a table like literally within hours of the doors opening, which we had no idea that Ed was going to give us one, but he gave us one because Peyton and I host the costume contest. And it was kind of like a thank you, and we didn't have quite the setup that the In Your House Wrestling podcast had. Y'all went. You weren't kidding, man. Y'all went big in your debut. You had that beautiful banner, and you had all the merch on your table, and you had the full team was there.
Yeah,
Mrs. Howse was there.
Yeah, man. We came out full force, man. It was really amazing to see the whole team. Because like I said, we do 4 shows a week, and that's way more than just me. Like, real quick, shout out to the voice, Josh Joseph, Divinely Designed Danny O'Neill, my wife, my son Zay, my whole social media team that's got the social media cooking, young boy Bryce, my son and Bryce, they're like the young boys, so they're like the tag team of In Your House. They're the young boys, so we call them the young boys. So like, yeah, shout out to Hypocrisy Jones, who brought all the production gear out and shot all the film, and I'm doing all the editing, pushing stuff out. So yeah, man, I wanted to come and debut and come correct, man, and I feel like that's what we did.
You did. To quote The Rock, you brought it. You brought it.
Thank you.
And your son is like 7 foot tall.
Hey, you can't teach that, bro.
You can't teach that. Speaking of 7-footers, and I'm going to go around the panel here because I'm really curious who you guys were most excited that you got a chance to interview, to get your picture with, just to shake their hand, introduce yourself, just talk to them. I got 3 people, 3 wrestlers. Going off of your son being 7 foot tall, which, I mean, I'm not kidding. Your son is very tall. It's like, nice to meet you. Your Khan's son. How tall are you? You're still growing. Man, I wish I had a growth spurt like that, but I'm stuck at 5'9" for life. But Big Show. I finally got a chance to meet Big Show. I was reunited with Trish Stratus, who put over WellsMania Podcast. Now, granted, yes, it's on my shirt and it's on my hat. But Trish looked at me and she goes, "Oh my God, I'm a big fan of WellsMania Podcast. I check out all your episodes." And she just started putting me over from the jump. It was really cool. And Peyton and our friend Dion, they were both watching this unfold. And I kept my cool. I did tell Trish, I said, "I used to have a crush on you. I no longer do. I'm married. I showed my ring." And everyone in the back was laughing because they're like, "You had, yeah, right."
Yeah, you had.
Even in her mind, she's like, sure.
Yeah, you still have a crush on me. I'd be like, "Hands off, Trish. I'm a married man, okay?" And she did sign my let me show you this right here. Oh. She did sign my Hall of Fame action figure.
Oh, that's dope.
Check that out.
That's
put WellsMania on there because unlike the people that turn around and sell their autographs, I keep mine. This is going to my boy one day. He can sell it for all I care, but I held on to that. Oh, hey, look at this. There we go. The press pass lives on.
Hey, yeah.
And then the last one that I still cannot believe happened, but I shook hands and met Dennis Rodman.
Sick.
I'm so jealous.
Yeah, that was cool.
I was so jealous.
So those were my big 3 to
awesome.
Keep it basketball terms. Who were some wrestlers that you guys were really excited to meet or see again at Squared Circle Expo?
I'll go ahead and go, I guess.
Yeah. Say you can. Whoever wants to jump in, because I can literally keep talking, and I just.
It was tough for me. Dennis Rodman was at the top of my list, to be honest, before I went in. But like you guys said, like when you get there, plans change. and I'm just gonna be honest, that line was way too long for me. I go in, I'm getting ready to get in that line, and I'm like, look, I got to get content. I had people to interview, and I'm like, I can't be stuck in this line. So I didn't even get to meet Dennis Rodman. I'm still beating myself up for it.
Damn.
But people I did get to, number one was Shotzi, 100%. She came on my podcast a little bit after she got released from WWE and was gracious enough to come on my pod. And meeting her in person finally after, doing that was awesome. She knew exactly who I was as soon as I came up in the line. And it's always great when they don't charge you for that either. I didn't have to.
Amen.
So that was great. Always say, got to say $40. So shout out to her for that. But yeah, meeting her was awesome. Got to meet my boy CVV in person, Chris Van Fleet, who I met at the Royal Rumble kind of briefly. He's just like us. He's a busy guy, but more busy. Busy dude. But I met him at the Royal Rumble and then hung out again at Backlash briefly, but we never got to talk. And kind of like Wells, we're going to do content together. We're going to do something together. It never happened. So finally we were able to make something happen at Squared Circle. So I got to chat with him about WrestleMania and that stuff. And so that would be number 2. And then number 3 for me was Willow Nightingale.
Nice.
Got to meet her in person. Got to meet her a little bit at the AEW Wrestle Dream last year, but very briefly in the media room. But this time I actually got to talk to her and just tell her, how great she is and stuff like that. So my 3, Shotzi, CVV, and Willow Nightingale for me.
I love it. Love CVV, man. Which is what a very humble, cool real cool dude.
Yeah.
I mean, that dude is the Madison Square Garden of what we all aspire to get to one day.
Absolutely.
He just doesn't go around acting like it at all. I mean, that dude is so down to earth. He's so personable. And I kept telling people, they're like, I don't know what to say to him. Literally, you can go say anything to him. He'll talk to you about literally anything.
Yeah. So. Yep.
What about you, Brian?
So CVV was one of mine, and we have mutual friends, but like you guys, everybody wants to do content. So I went up, introduced myself, and explained, what I do and stuff. And it's you can send emails all day, but sometimes they never get where they're supposed to be. So I feel like these conventions are a good way to put a face, to the email.
Absolutely.
And so with him, and then this is like the one time a year I get to catch up with Ruby Soho. We trained together years ago with Billy Rock. She was a little more successful than what I was. So this is just the one time where we can always catch up. And then seeing people that I've interviewed and them recognize who I was pretty cool. Like David Otunga was one of the nicest people, came up to me immediately and we just talked, and he said he was really happy with how everything came out. And then I've always kind of talked with Jimmy Wang Yang. And the funny thing about that is I interviewed his current girlfriend before him, and then he was next. And then when he was checking out my pod, he saw her episode, and then they got together after because he reached out to her after listening to her episode. So he was telling everybody.
You're a matchmaker?
Apparently, that's what he was telling everybody. So
I think you got to talk to.
Man, you got somebody you got to talk to. Stone Payne.
Don't you fucking start.
I think stuff like that.
Matchmaker.
Wells already took a stop sign to the face for doing that. So don't.
All right, I'm gonna relax.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I literally have no idea what you're talking about, Peyton.
Yeah,
I have no memory of that happening at all at Squared Circle Expo. But yes, Brian, on the last episode, I came up with this idea of wrestling The Bachelor, and I was going to start it at Squared Circle Expo and have Peyton walk around with me. And I was even going to let him pick out the girls, pick them out. We can go.
There was none there. It would have been pointless.
Jesus.
Yikes. Anyways, to make a long story short, the Wrestling The Bachelor is still in pre-production. We have not taken that one off the ground yet. So I'm glad to hear that you had success. And dude, shout out to you and what you're doing over there on your show, because you have so many guests, and I always love seeing it pop up on my algorithm. It's really cool, man. I love seeing all the guests that run wild on your show.
Thank you. I truly appreciate that. It can be a roller coaster because I tackle people who you don't know and then people who you do know. So
yeah,
it's really an interesting like concept what I'm trying to do, and like I think it just educates people that developmental was more than just Lesnar, Cena, Orton, Batista.
Mm-hmm. So true.
Yeah. Those guys turned out to be okay.
Yeah,
I think they're all right. Especially that Cena.
The panel was dope.
Mm-hmm.
I sat in on the panel. That was dope.
And I'm really glad that you got an opportunity to do that, because I remember you were telling me pre-show that that was your first time doing something like that at Squared Circle Expo. So I'm glad to hear that it was a huge hit, man.
I just want to keep going. Yeah. I've got plans for next year if he allows me. I've already reached out to another person to see if Ed allows it, then we'll do it again next year.
Hell yeah.
Which is smart, fellas. Like any of you, if any of you have ideas, I know Ed, we had him briefly on here, but get a hold of him now during his hibernation season. Do not wait until 2027 to do it. Yeah. Get him in 2026 when he's still recovering. Because I had so many people reach out to me asking how I was able to host the costume contest, and I was like, I got lucky. Ed reached out to me, but if there's something that you're wanting to do, present it to him. Because if it's something really fun and creative and people would enjoy it, he's gonna go along with it. So I'm glad he
won't forget.
No, that dude's got a steel trap in there. What about you, Pluggo? We'll save the first timers for last here.
Oh, fair enough. For me, it was. I lumped it all together. Like anybody that wrestled for Love Wrestling up in Edmonton, it was awesome to get to talk to them for a few minutes. Like the Willows, the Kylie Rays, Shasa McKenzie, those people that took time to go up and help us out, which has helped us put us on the map up there in Edmonton. So that was really cool. I got to meet Mick Foley, which is on my Mount Rushmore for me. So that was cool to get a moment to like just chat with Mick and tell him the first book I ever had as a kid was his. And so that was fun. I had a really nice conversation with Buff Bagwell. Like that was a really cool moment for me. He was talking about his journey in sobriety, and I'm also somebody who's been sober now for going almost 8 years. So it's just really cool to like have that conversation with him and kind of talk about how his struggles and, a little bit with it. And I, try to give him some words of encouragement as he's newer to it than I am, but that was just a really fun moment for me. So just overall, like, I just like everybody, I got to meet some of my childhood heroes. I got to meet some new people. I got to hang out with all of you guys and just like make the most of it. So it was overall just a really fun time. And those are the things that stood out to me was just, man, like Ed said, I walked 7 miles on just Friday alone.
Wow.
Insane. It was too much. My feet still hurt.
We're not built for that much cardio. us big guys over 200 pounds, we're not
I gotta
built
start
for that much cardio. Con and Peyton, you guys are safe. You guys are under.
I gotta start
200 pounds
for next year.
So you got to start shedding some pounds for next year.
Especially if Ed goes, we got a spot for you. And I definitely need to start working out.
I will say this. I am motivated to lose weight because I turn 40 in August. And I really want to go into this next decade of my life getting into the best shape possible. And I know I can afford to lose about 40. So I'm on my little lose 40 by 40 kind of campaign here. So we'll see. We'll see how.
Are you prepared to cut Raising Cane's out of your diet?
I'm prepared to cut back on Raising Cane's. Like my wife and I don't need to eat there every other day like we have been. And they opened a spot here in Greenwood. It's like, come on. The drive to Avon was enough of a distance away where we go like once a month, but now that it's here in Greenwood, dude, we're paying their light bill like for real. Keeping the lights on for them. Peyton, I did skip you. I don't think you revealed your 3, and I apologize. But we're gonna go to Con, and then we'll save you for last.
Right on, man. So I got a chance to actually interview a whole lot of talent. I mean, and for when I went there, it really wasn't because, like I said, I came in there with the team and we had expectations for what we wanted to do. So I didn't come in there thinking I was about to get in some lines and be waiting in lines for a long time. I came there to get content, meet people, because I'm around wrestling once or twice a month anyway with the merge, and sometimes I rotate other promotions and whatnot. So a lot of people that I work with, they were already there. I just don't have a chance to interview them on show days because it's show day. So I got a chance to talk to like Lord Cruz, so that was a good one. Big Trouble Ben Bishop, got some time with him, and that was another good one. Carson Drake from the NWA, we got some time with him. And but mainly, man, it was Chris Van Vliet, being able to get some time with him and kind of pick his brain a little bit. And then I got a chance to actually do like a little 20-minute podcast with Sean Ross Sapp from Fightful. That's out on Apple Podcasts and Spotify right now for everybody to check out and listen to. It was a good little episode. I enjoyed it, and I hope other people did too. But this, I don't think this is a cop-out answer. It's like my real answer. It's really just being able to flow and understand that, hey, there's other people out there like y'all that are doing what I'm doing, and we could link up. That was one of the biggest takeaways for me, is like finding this circle. You know what I'm saying? That was the biggest, wrestlers. We all talk to wrestlers all the time. That's what we do. It's part of what we do. We pick their brains, we help them promote their stuff, and we promote our stuff individually, when they are done doing that. So we're helping each other out. We talk to wrestlers all the time. It's nice to know there's a circle of content creators that we can help, that can, come together, help each other out and do stuff like this. And just keep that flow of content going and keep those ideas going. It's like, to me, being in a situation like this is like a big think tank.
Yeah. No, that's very well said, because like I said, we here in Indiana, we have so many talented content creators in the pro wrestling world. And because I've met you all, like I've known Payton longer than all of you, but I've met you all along the journey. Like, y'all came into my life at a different, chapter, and I've really gravitated to each of you because I love what all of you are doing for the pro wrestling world. And we need that. We need more of us coming together and uniting, because there's so many other wrestling content creators and just other people in this community who they're just bad people. I mean, they're toxic and they're negative, and they just try to, shit on anything and everything, and they'll find anything and everything to shit on. And I'm just like, whoa, stop shitting on things, okay? Just enjoy the product. But you guys have never lost sight of why you got into what you're doing. And I can pick that up on all 5 of you. And even those that were unable to make it on this episode that are also from Indiana, like Wheezy Blonde and Brian Daniels from A Bunch of Marks, Tanner Lee from, was it the Kicking Out podcast?
Kicking Out pod.
Yep.
That's what he does. And there was another content creator. Oh yeah, Red Velvet down in Brazil, Indiana, with the Signal 10 and the Diner podcast. Yeah. We are all here in the state of Indiana. That's so many talented wrestling content creators in one state. Now, Con, you mentioned one of Payton's arch nemesis who you were excited to interview at Squared Circle Expo, and that is Sean Ross Sapp, who is I didn't realize how Sean Ross Sapp is a big fan of me, which kind of blows my mind. But
he should be. You saved his ass in that one match.
This is true. I remember that story. Oh no.
He came up to me and he goes, dude, I always love running into you. You're one of my favorite people. And then he gave me his number and he was like, anytime you need me for anything, don't hesitate to call me or text me. I was like, dude, you're Sean Ross Sapp, man. Like, you're way up the depth chart. I mean, a little WellsMania down here running wild, and then SRS. I mean, he's like next level of content creators.
He's up there, man. He's up there.
Yeah, and it's just really cool that someone like him, and I know Sean gets a lot of crap online, but dude, he's been nothing but good to me.
Yeah,
and
same here.
I'm very appreciative. Yeah, I'm very appreciative that he gave you time to talk on the In Your House podcast. And
yeah, it was a great episode.
I told him, I said, dude, you should come be in the Harambe Memorial Battle Royal that I'm doing. in
He's in that area. Damn it, Wells!
Gotta say it.
Nobody help him.
I'm not helping him, man.
Nope. I need to do like The Rock and like write the syllables on my hand. Batavia. Batavia.
Come on, Wells.
Batavia, Ohio.
Whatever you say.
Batavia.
Just gonna make him second guess himself now.
We are gonna.
He's gonna show up with the wrong one.
Nobody say anything. Nobody help him.
There's Batavia and Batavia. He's gonna show up at the wrong venue.
How about this? Near Cincinnati, Spot Monkey Promotions presents the King of the Jungle, and I am a participant in the Harambe Memorial Battle Royal. If they'll still have me in their city. But I told Sean, I said, because Sean's gimmick is he loves being in battle royals, and DC and Bryan. The story was Peyton and I and Sean Ross Sapp. We were all in a battle royal down in Pawcade, which was Jeffersonville. Is that where that was?
Jeffersonville, Indiana.
Jeffersonville, Indiana. And Sean Ross Sapp, I eliminated Stone Payne.
After I was kicking his ass and you saved him.
Yes. I saw Stone Payne whooping on Sean, and before the battle royal, Sean approached me in the back. Now keep in mind, I'm in my Mega Mondo character. So he comes up to me, Mondo, I'll give you all the potassium that you want. Mondo ain't gonna turn down potassium, okay? You offer potassium to Mondo, he'll be your best friend. So it's kind of a gift and a curse with Mega Mondo. So Mondo did what he does. He is a man of his word, and he eliminated Stone Payne. And then that no good lion, bad banana, Sean Ross Sapp.
Yeah. Cities, last names.
He snapped. See, that's where I was going with that. He snapped on Mega Mondo and eliminated Mega Mondo from the Battle Royal. So I told him, I said, you should come to this B city in Ohio, and you and Mega Mondo can run it back in there. So
I like that.
I got something planned for old Sean Ross Sapp. But Peyton,
Shawnee boy,
who are your big three that you were excited to see or meet at Squared Circle Expo VI? We're doing really good on time, by the way. We're doing really good on time.
We are. I'll try to get through this quickly.
You're okay.
I also met, more of an honorable mention, but I did get a chance like you to meet Rodman, which was awesome. Going into Friday, you and I both agreed like, hey, let's do this
first thing.
So we happened to get in the line early. That's the benefit of a press badge. You can get in line before the doors open. So we did get Rodman, and that was really cool. And then a lot of the other stuff happened, the next day. Big Show, much like you, has been on my bucket list for a long time. Yeah. That was fun. The best part about the picture, because I did the pro photo op with Big Show because I didn't want to risk waiting in that line. I knew it would be crazy. And they had him sitting down because the camera would have chopped his head off because he's so big. But even sitting down, he was still bigger than me, which was hilarious.
Dude, that's insane.
I've
looked at that picture 100 times and I'm like, good God almighty, Big Show is sitting down and he's still taller than Peyton.
It's crazy. It's wild how big he is in person. Unbelievably nice though. And then obviously, Trish was fantastic. I think much like you, I about fainted when she touched me, but that's besides the point. And then a highlight of the weekend was, I'm pretty sure everybody saw it because the entire expo stopped and watched it happen. I had a crowd of like 50 people around, which was amazing, and I didn't really realize how big the crowd was watching it until after I woke up,
Literally.
Yeah, I want to change my answer. My favorite thing was watching Stone get choked out.
Yeah.
I did get the interview with Killer Cross.
You were smart. You got the interview first. That was very smart of you.
Yeah. So I could recover. Well, I mean, let's be
Get
fair.
the content first.
I thought we were going in and, we had put the past behind us, and he was like, oh yeah, no, don't worry about it. We got through the interview. It was a great interview. He answered all my questions. It was solid. I loved it. And then I go to walk away and he tightens his grip around my hand, and then he asks me, he's like, you gonna fuck around? And I'm like, no, I don't know what you're talking about.
That is scary.
And then,
that's terrifying.
And then I look over and Scarlett's recording it on her phone. So
no.
Shit, that's not to happen. And then he flips me around and he chokes me out,
And Scarlett looks at me and she goes, he tapped out quicker this time than last time.
Oh my God.
Because he squeezed even harder. He's got a bicep the size of Mount Everest,
Oh my
dude.
God.
And then security was just chilling in the background.
The best part about
They were recording it too.
I yell out before he chokes me, like, is there security? And then you see one of the fucking goons standing in the background of the video just watching. I'm like that guy's getting paid to just watch me get my ass whooped, But
that was one of the greatest things that happened all weekend was watching you get choked out by Killer Cross.
I'm convinced that that's how he shows love and appreciation at this point.
That's one way to do it.
So no, it was fantastic. Like I said, the fact that the whole expo, at least in that room, stopped and watched that go down was awesome. And then, I'm sure we all had a couple moments like this where I think even the last time we got together, I said, sometimes the best things are the things that happen on the fly that you don't know are going to happen. And I had a couple of those in particularly with Road Dogg. Me and him were like making content together all weekend long. He was
in a really good mood.
He was, man. He cut a promo with me. He gave me and Pluggo a private dance show out in the hallway.
Hell yeah.
He's free, baby. He's free.
Yeah. And all of that content like blew up on my channels. It was great. So, sometimes the stuff that's off the cuff is the best content you can get.
I agree. And I think Con and Bryan said it best. Like, you can have a plan, you can have an agenda, you can have an itinerary, you can have all these ideas all you want, but once you're in it, it's kind of like, okay, I'm just going with the flow. I got to show you guys somebody real quick.
Who we got?
We got a very special guest here.
Oh my God.
We got my 5 year. Wow. Sorry.
5 years old. It goes quick.
Don't tell me that's
so
a fucking
fast.
John Cena onesie.
It is. It's a never give up John Cena.
Hey, don't curse, Stone.
Oh
There's
my
kids
God.
on the screen.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know
know
yet.
what I'm talking about.
But yeah, I bought him
Watch
this.
that be his first word.
I hope it is.
I bought him this 3-pack, and now he's finally grown into it. He's 5 months old, not 5 years old. I jumped the gun there a little bit. He's
All
looking
right,
at his mom right now.
baby Wells,
like-
what is your favorite John Cena match? Because I know you've watched a few.
Oh, watched a lot.
The one where he got choked out. and
WrestleMania 41. WrestleMania 41. You know why? Because he was in the womb. He was there. Yeah, my wife and I found out 2 weeks before our wedding that she was pregnant with this little guy right here. All right, you want to go back to your mommy? All right, here you go.
What you don't see is Mrs. Wells going, you said 6 o'clock, brother.
Oh, yeah,
You got less than 10 minutes.
got 8 minutes.
Hey, I got everybody on board. We're getting done before 6 o'clock.
Not if you keep talking.
And I got 2 words for you. Suck it. I can say that because she's my wife. Come on now.
Look, he's getting the look over there. You can tell.
In front of his kid, and you were.
And then she goes, She goes, I got a couple words for you on the couch.
Yeah. Hey, we are getting a new couch here in the next couple of weeks. So
Dog house.
Yeah. Love you, sweetheart.
Everyone's tuned out by now.
Sleeping on the couch tonight. I know. Yeah. That's marriage, Peyton. So you stay single. Stay single as long as you can. No, I love it. I love it. I'm blessed. I got a beautiful wife, beautiful son. And like I said on the last episode, shout out to the significant others. They're the real MVPs for allowing everybody but Peyton, all of us, the opportunity to live out our crazy dream and run wild at wherever we go.
Did he have to say that part? Everyone but Peyton.
Well, he's over there. I could see him rolling his eyes like the Undertaker over there.
Hey, me and every viewer is doing the same thing right now.
Listen, next year, Squared Circle Expo 7, we're bringing the Bachelor to the Squared Circle for Peyton.
For real, we've got that. Might be something I incorporate during the costume contest because they gave us an hour time slot.
There we go.
And an hour
some
time
roses
slot.
and we'll hand them out.
Yeah, or we got to come up with like a championship belt or something that he gives to.
No, we got to do pop the
winner.
We got to do pop the balloon.
That's good too. I like all these ideas.
You want to talk about the costume contest real quick because some crazy shit went down.
Yeah, shout out to our judges, the Headbangers, Mosh and Thrasher, and Big Trouble, Ben Bishop. He's 6'12", by the way. Yeah. He's the same size as Khan's son. They see eye to eye. And I was like, damn, you both are like damn Tim Duncan and David Robinson over here. 7-footers, man, running wild. Twin Towers right there, exactly. Yeah, Peyton and I, we loved the costume contest, and it came down to Sensational Sherry versus Rosemary, and these two women, they just went at one another. And congratulations to Rosemary, who won the 2026 Squared Circle Expo VI costume promo contest. You know who got really pissed though?
Flair.
The Nature Boy, Ric Flair.
He almost started fighting the Headbangers for real.
Dude, he almost put Mosh in the figure 4 leg lock. Like he was
pissed.
He was. Did you see the look on his face when he left?
Yeah.
He walked backwards and was staring daggers, and I'm like, careful, Nate, you don't trip and fall, bro.
Like that Squared Circle Expo costume contest is serious business, brother.
Dude, it was, because he had messaged me on WellsMania Facebook saying, because he won last year, and he's like, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna win again, baby, because I'm the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. Woo! And I'm just like, this dude lives. He lives in this cosplay.
You know, according to Mosh and Thrasher, he wasn't Ric Flair enough, so that's why he didn't make the cut.
Yeah, which is surprising because last year I swore that he was the Nature Boy Ric Flair. Like he channeled himself so much, and this year he toned it down, and I'm like, you can't tone down Nate, man. You're either all in or nothing at all. So
yeah,
but yeah, next year, Squared Circle Expo 7 is going to be a lot of fun. Real quick, before we go home, who do you guys want to see at Squared Circle Expo 7? Give me one legend that you, or one wrestler, one superstar that you want Ed and Squared Circle Expo.
Marco Stunt, because he's back, baby.
Marco Stunt, there's one.
Plain and simple. That's it. That's the answer, because he's back. Let's go.
Peyton, you had a really good one the other day. You going to throw him out there?
I would like to see Goldberg show up. I think that would be fun.
Who's next? Who is next? What else we got? We got Marco Stunt, Goldberg.
I told Ed that I'd give him Kurgan's contact info and have Kurgan come in.
Dude, Kurgan and Khan's son, like standing side by side.
I think it'd be a good little mixture with Squared Circle Expo for him.
That'd be really cool. Haven't seen him in a long time. What about you, DC? Who do you want to see there next year?
That's tough. Only because I didn't get to see them at WrestleCon at the Royal Rumble. I'm going to go the Hardys. I didn't get to meet them last time, so it'd be nice to link with them since I didn't get them last time. But yeah, give me the Hardys.
Like that. Hardys were super cool. They waited in line for everybody. Definitely appreciated to be there. What about you, Khan?
Hardy's would be definitely dope, but what I would like to do is like do a panel with my guy, the Pope Elijah Burke. That'd probably be fun. I produce his podcast, and I think me and him together would probably do a really fun panel.
I could listen to the Pope.
Your booth.
I could listen to the Pope talk about how paint dries for an hour and be mesmerized.
Dude's brilliant, man. Dude's brilliant. It's cool. I've got a chance to sit under his learning tree, but yeah, I would love to do like an NWA type panel with him. He's doing work with them right now as a manager. So yeah, and he's still podcasting and talking about wrestling right now. Every Saturday morning, 9 a.m., the Pope's Point of View. It's him and Pollo Del Mar from the NWA. So yeah, it's a great podcast. Yeah, I would love to do a panel with him. That'd probably be a whole lot of fun.
I love that. Now mine, I'm aiming for the moon. I mean, Artemis 2's heading there. So why the hell not, right?
Yeah.
The Undertaker. Ooh. Give me the Undertaker. Could you imagine?
Oh.
All right. We are almost to 6 o'clock. So go around the horn here, plug where everybody can find your stuff, your social medias, and then we will go home, baby. We'll start with you, Peyton.
Stone Payne Productions on all socials. Follow me because I'll be in Vegas all weekend next weekend, dropping some great content from WrestleMania. You're not going to want to miss any of that.
Pluggo.
You can find me at Pluggo on all social media platforms and every Thursday night at 8 p.m. with JPJ for Between Two Beards. So go follow at B2Beards on Love Wrestling CA as well for Exposure Pod on the weekends. And then all my writings are up on Love Wrestling CA.
DC Hendrix making his debut on WellsMania Podcast.
That's right. WrestleHolics Podcast. Search for us on all social media platforms, Apple, Google Play, Spotify, and of course, bodyslam.net. You can catch us there live every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. So check us out.
And another one making his debut, Bryan Asbury over there, Developmentally Speaking. Plug away, brother.
It is Developmentally Speaking on all social media. Give us a follow. I release episodes almost every Monday.
And Vanessa Williams, save the best for last. Con Howse, baby. I think I just dated myself there with that reference.
I'll try to keep this tight here. All right, check out everything we're doing. In Your House Wrestling Podcast. That's House, HOWSE. The W stands for work. Why? Because we give you 4 shows a week. Tuesday, we have the Window Lickers Monday Night Raw review show on a Tuesday with the voice Josh Joseph and the Chaos Goblin Kevin Calloway. Wednesday is the ECW watch along with myself and voice. We talk all things ECW. Thursday, myself, the voice Josh Joseph, and OG Tony Gonzales from Gonzo Sports Room, Gonzo Wrestling Room. We talk AEW Dynamite. We do our review show. And then Sunday afternoon at 1 o'clock, our flagship, the Sunday House Party. Myself and anybody on the team, we talk all things wrestling on the weekend. Once again, that's In Your House, HOWSE. You can follow me on IG at Con House. Check out everything we're doing, and thank you for the time. You guys are awesome.
Thank you guys so much. The IWCC running wild on episode 210 of WellsMania Podcast. Be sure to follow all of these guys. All these guys are great, and I'm very honored and privileged that you all took the time to run wild on this episode. I'm WellsMania. Follow me everywhere at WellsMania. Until next episode, take care. Stay positive, run wild, and dominate the day. 1 hour, baby.